Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Is my voice is audible? Yes. Is I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there is some network issue that uh, the server is not working. Okay, so for the attendance, just write your name and roll in the chat box. Right? The server is not working. So for the attendance, to get start attendance, write your name and roll number in your chat box. Okay, so that I will get from this chat box. Fine. Yeah. This is the name of the experiment today. Okay. So what we will going to perform today, so we will going to implement using C programming the solution for readers writer problem. Okay, using inter-process communication. As the previous lab, okay, remember we have solved one of the synchronization problem, multi-process synchronization problem, which is called producer consumer. This is the second type of uh, you can say synchronization problem or multi-process synchronization problem, which is called reader writer problem. Okay, the problem statement is reader writer problem. I define what is problem statement first. So this is a problem. So this is a multi-process synchronization problem. So if it is a multi-process synchronization problem, so what we have to do? So we have to find the solution with the help of inter-process communication technique. That means we will use semaphore here. Okay, so we will use semaphore. Okay, while using semaphore, with the help of the semaphore, we will solve this problem. Okay, then we finally, once we understand how we can solve this problem, so then we will write a C program for this particular problem to achieve the solution. Fine. So let's understand first of all what the multi or you can say what is the reader writer problem is. Okay. So the reader problem is very simple. So here what we will have, so we will have a file here. Suppose this is my file. Okay. Now this file is shared resource. So the file का आपका क्या है? Shared resource. ठीक है. Now there are two processes are there. Two processes are there. One is called reader. Okay. R is a reader. W is a writer. Now there can be any number of readers. That means there can be an instance of R2. There can be number of readers. That could be R1, R2, R3, like that. Any number of readers. Similarly, there can be any number of writers. Okay. Any number of writers. W1, W2, W3, W4. Fine. So like producer consumer, the one producer is there and consumer is there. यहाँ पर एक आपका क्या है रीडर है, ठीक है, एक राइटर और आपका कई राइटर हो सकते हैं, सिमिलर कई रीडर हो सकते हैं. Now what the reader will do? Reader will simply read the file. Okay, reader का काम क्या है? Reader will simply ask the permission to access the file and it will read the file. Okay, what the reader will do? Reader will simply first of all asks the permission whether I can access the file. If the permission is granted, that means if reader is allowed to access the file, so it can only perform reading. It can only perform what? Reading. It can only read. Okay. But what writer can do? Writer can do same thing. First of all, it asks the permission for accessing the file. If the permission is granted, okay, if the permission is granted, it will write the file. Okay, ये क्या करेगा? It will write the file or it will update the file. Okay, it will update the file. So can anyone tell me, is this a synchronization problem? Is this a case condition or it is a critical section problem? क्या ये critical problem हो सकता है? Yes. Is it a synchronization problem or is it a critical section problem? Yes or no? Can I say is it a critical section problem? Now what is critical section here? The critical section is accessing this file. Okay, accessing this file is critical section. Okay, so what the problem can, agar reader or writer, okay, if the reader and writer accessing this file at the same time, okay, so the reader and writer accessing this file at the same time, then what will happen? What will happen? Now the chances of, okay, the chances of data may not be consistent. That means suppose that फाइल आपने रीड किया उसके बाद अपना अपडेट होता है then the data जो रीड किया होगा that is not the actual value or actual updated value. Fine. So then I can say that this is my critical section problem. This is my critical section problem. If it is critical section problem, so I will not allow. Okay, I will not allow both of them to access the file at the same time. ठीक है? हम लोग क्या करेंगे? We will not allow both of them to access the file at the same time. Fine. So any instant of time we will allow only one of them to access the file. So here we will consider 4 cases. Case number 1, we will see क्या आपका reader and reader, that means at any instant of time 2 readers can be allowed. Yes, this is true. Okay, this is correct. I can allow 2 readers. Because all the readers, what are they doing? They will only read the data. They are not going to update. So at any instant of time, 2 readers are allowed. Can I allow case number 2 हमें पढ़ेंगे वहाँ पर? Can I allow one writer पहले उसके बाद that means read write problem. That is read write problem or reader writer. Okay. So can I allow a reader writer simultaneously? No, I cannot allow a reader writer simultaneously. Can I allow writer simultaneously? क्या हम ये दोनों साथ में allow कर सकते हैं? Is it possible? No, again this is also not possible. Okay, if both of them are trying to update, so what will happen? Again, the data may not be consistent because both of them are trying to update. Okay, similar to case number 4, it is similar to case number 2. It is your writer reader. Now this is also not.
Sir, your voice is broken.
आवाज क्या है?
सर आपका आवाज ब्रेक कर रहा है.
Okay, check this. Yeah, now it is clear. Now it is audible. Just confirm me. Now it is audible. Is it audible now?
सर आधा आवाज आ रहा है और आधा ब्रेक कर जा रहा है.
Is it audible? It is audible now.
So it is audible, but the pitch is very low.
Yeah, now it is audible.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Okay, so what we will do, we will consider 4 cases. Okay, 4 different cases. First case 1, where we allow 2 readers, okay, at the same time to access the file, and we will see whether this is allowed. Second thing, what we will do, okay, we will allow 1 reader and 1 writer, and we will see this is a synchronous problem, so this case cannot be possible. Similarly, third case is writer. If simultaneously both the writer cannot be possible, okay, that means दोनों writer को हम एक साथ कभी भी ये फाइल या शेयर रिसोर्स को एक्सेस करने नहीं देंगे. And fourth is your writer reader problem. Fine. Again, the fourth is not true. You will not allow it. Okay, so let us understand first what the problem say. So as you can see here, okay, let me clean this thing. So the problem statement is very clear here. Now I can read here. The reader-writer problem is a classical problem for process synchronization. First of all, it is a process synchronization problem, or we can say it is a critical section problem. Okay, so it relates to a data set such as file, okay, that is shared between two or more processes at a time. So what is there? There is a file, okay, there is a file, or we can say data set, which is shared among the two processes at the same time. Okay, among these various processes, some are readers, okay, which can only read the data set and they do not perform any update, and some are writer that can perform both read and write operation. Fine. Now the reader-writer problem used to for managing the synchronization among the various reader and writer process, so that there there are no problem with the data set. We can say no inconsistency is guaranteed. So whatever I explained just right now, that is written here. Okay, so what is a reader-writer problem? First of all, it is a process synchronization problem. Why the process synchronization problem? Because we are sharing a file or data set among the different readers and different writers. And what that the reader will do? Reader will simply read the data from the data set, and what the writer will do? Writer can perform both. Can perform read operation as well as the write operation from the data set or file. Okay, so since it's a synchronization problem, we have to manage this readers, writers such a way that the the data set should be consistent. Fine. So we will take in four conditions here, as I already said. Okay. So we have to discuss four conditions here. Case number one. Okay, where we will allow both the process one is your writing, process two is your writing. So what should be? We will allow or not allow? If not, it should not be allowed. इसलिए यहाँ पर क्या लिखा है? Not allowed. So then we will going to discuss the case number two. Okay, we will discuss the case number two, which is your reading, writing. First, the process one is your reader, process two is your writer. Okay, process one is your reader, process two is writer. Should be allowed, not allowed? Again, it should not be allowed. Okay, we cannot allow these two simultaneously. Okay, same time we cannot allow these two to access the data set. Similarly, case number three, process one is your writer, process two is your reader. Then this is also not allowed. This is also not allowed. This is also not allowed. Now the case number four, the special case, if both the process are reader. Okay, if both the processes are reader, so we will allow or not. Now this case can be allowed because the reader are performing only read operation. Fine. So how will we solve this one? So we will use semaphore, concept of semaphore here. Okay, the concept of semaphore will be used to solve this problem. Okay, so so let's understand with first of all what you understand by semaphore. So as already said, okay, so let me explain once again. So actually we will use two semaphore here. One is called write, second one is called mutex. Okay, fine. So these two are both are binary semaphore. Okay, so to solve this problem, or we can say to solve this reader-writer problem, I will use two semaphores. First one is your write, second one is called mutex. And remember, both are your binary semaphore. Okay, binary semaphores. Okay, so first of all, let me explain what is semaphore once again. Okay, the semaphore is nothing but is an integer variable. Okay, so I will suppose I define like that int s. Now I can say this s is a semaphore. Okay, s is a semaphore. Okay, it is nothing but integer variable. That means it will the s में क्या store होगा? आपका s में integer value store होगा. S में आपका integer value store होगा. But this s has only two atomic function. ठीक है? If it is semaphore, if I say this s is a semaphore of integer type, then the s will perform only two atomic function. One is called wait. Okay, पहला atomic function क्या आपका wait है. ठीक है? So wait of s, and other atomic function is called signal. This is the two atomic function Okay, or I can say this is only two functions that can be operated on this semaphore S. Okay, and remember S is a integer variable. That means this is going to store integer variable. Now, if it is, now if I say this is, now one more thing, a semaphore are two types basically. One is your binary semaphore, second one is your counting semaphore. Okay, so I will not discuss counting semaphore for time being, I will discuss later on. So let us understand this semaphore is binary semaphore. If this semaphore is a binary semaphore, then what value will be stored here? This S will be going to store either 0 or 1. Is it clear to all of you? What do you understand by binary semaphore? Now, if I say this S is a binary semaphore, then it is going to store only two values, which is 0 and 1, and it is going to perform two atomic function. One is your weight of S, second one is your signal of S. Is that clear to all of you till now? Is it clear to all of you?
So can you repeat once again?
Okay, fine. So first of all, remember reader-writer problem is a synchronization problem. If it is a synchronization problem, I have to use inter-process communication technique. So one of the inter-process communication technique is called semaphore. So we will use semaphore to solve this reader-writer problem. Okay, whatever the cases we discussed, 4 different cases. So to solve this reader-writer problem, I will use two semaphore. पहले का नाम क्या है? Write. दूसरे का नाम क्या है? Mutex. And both are binary semaphore. Okay, both are binary semaphore. So before using this one, so let me explain what you mean by semaphore. Okay, semaphore is nothing but integer variable. Okay, integer variable S. Suppose I written int S. Now I can say this is my S is my semaphore. Okay, S is my semaphore. Now it is integer variable. That means it is going to store integer values. Okay, integer values को store करेगा. Second special thing क्या है? Now this can be operated. Now this S can only be used for to operate these two functions. What is first function? First function is your weight of S. And what is second function? Second function is your signal of S. ये दो फंक्शन पे ही आपका ये सीमाफोर काम करेगा. ठीक है, मगर अगर हम बोलेंगे यस आपका अगर बाइनरी सीमाफोर है, ठीक है, अगर ये आपका बाइनरी सीमाफोर है, सीमाफोर टू टाइप्स के होते हैं. एक आपका काउंटिंग सीमाफोर होता है, दूसरा आपका बाइनरी सीमाफोर होता है. Okay, see if I say this is binary semaphore, now what is the value going to store? It will going to store only 0 and 1. Okay, it will going to store only 0 and 1. Now let us understand what this weight function do and what this signal function do. जब हम लोग weight of s को कॉल करेंगे क्या होगा, और जब हम signal of s को कॉल करेंगे तब क्या परफॉर्म करेगा. ठीक है, so whenever I call weight of s function, जब भी हम लोग weight of x function को कॉल करेंगे, so first it will check while, you always going to check while value of the s is less than equal to 0. ये क्या चेक करेगा वो? That immediately after while I have a semicolon, like we have studied that now in two-process solution. Two-process solution में पढ़ा ना, this is like trap. Okay, so what I am doing, what we are doing, so whenever I call weight of s, so whenever I call weight of s, first thing I have to do, while I will check this condition, while value of s, जो value of s है आपका, क्या वो 0 या 0 से कम है? अगर वो 0 या 0 से कम होगा, if it is true, or if it is true, assume that this is true. Okay, now this condition is true. This condition is true when, in this case, when the s value is in binary semaphore, then s value will be 0. If s value equal to 0, if s value equal to 0, this condition is true. Then whoever is calling, whether writer is calling or reader is calling. Okay, suppose if reader process is calling this weight, then if this condition is true, then the reader process must wait here. Okay, this condition is true, that means it is my indefinite loop. That means what will happen if this condition is true? The reader will be stay here. Okay, now if this condition is false, if this condition is false, that means the value of s is not equal to 0. If it is not equal to 0, then what will be it? It will be equal to 1. Yes or no? If it is not equal to 0, that simply means that it will be equal to 1. If it is equal to 1, this condition is false. If this is false, what I have to do? I will simply decrement the value of s equal to s minus 1. Why so? Because I am going to enter the now I am going to enter the critical section. Whenever I am going to enter the critical section, I have to make the value of s equal to 0. This is what your weight function do. Okay, जब भी आप weight of s को call करोगे, it will going to perform these two steps. First of all, it will check this condition, while condition. Okay, then it will decrement the value of s. Is it clear now to all of you? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what the signal of s will do? Whenever you call signal of s, that means whether the reader is going to call or the writer is going to call. ठीक है, या रीडर कॉल करेगा, राइटर कॉल करेगा सिग्नल ऑफ s. Then what you will do? Simply I will increment the value of s to s plus 1. Simply आपको क्या करना है? s का वैल्यू s plus 1 करना है. ठीक है, आपको बस ये दोनों याद रखना है. वेट फंक्शन क्या करेगा? वेट फंक्शन सबसे पहले ये कंडीशन को चेक करेगा, व्हाइल s is less than equal to 0. If it is true, then it will wait. Whatever function is calling, whether it is reader or writer, it should wait. Now, if it is false, then we will allow that reader or writer to enter to the data set. Similarly, signal function क्या करेगा? It will simply increment the value of s. So to solve this problem, what we have taken, now I have taken two semaphores. एक का नाम क्या है? Right है, ठीक है? एक का नाम क्या है? Right है. दूसरे का नाम क्या है? Mutex. Fine. Now यहाँ पे जैसे हम लोग बोले ना s is semaphore. यहाँ पर दो semaphore है. एक का नाम हम लोगों ने बोला है right. Okay. So then what? Suppose I call like this. Weight of, अगर हम ऐसे call करेंगे, weight of right. So weight of right. So what will be happen to weight of right whenever I call? So it will first check while right is less than equal to 0 semicolon. Otherwise, right equal to right plus 1. So right minus 1. Fine. So यहाँ पर instead of s, I am using two different semaphores. One is right and one is mutex. Okay. Now you can see same thing is written here. If you go down, okay, let me clear these things. Let me clear this thing. Yes. Fine. Now we can same thing is in from the above definition of weight. It is clear that if the value of s is less than equal to 0, then it will enter into an infinite loop because of the semicolon after the while loop. Whereas the job of a signal is to increment the value of s. If you want, if you can note down this point, okay, this is a very important point. Okay, you can note down this point. Now, second thing you remember, semaphore value always will be initialized to, by default, it will be initialized to 1. Okay, by default, the value of the semaphore will be initialized to 1.
So,
Yes, पूछिए.
sir, you have told that right and mutex are semaphores.
Yeah.
And what is s? We are representing right by s or mutex by s,
I'm just,
or s is also another semaphore.
yeah, S is another semaphore. This is the actual definition of semaphore. ये जो आपका है ना सीमाफोर का डेफिनेशन है, ठीक है. जब भी हम सीमाफोर बोलेंगे, जो म्यूटेक्स हो या फिर आपका राइट हो या फिर पी हो, समटाइम आई टेक पी, समटाइम आई टेक बी, समटाइम आई टेक म्यूटेक्स, ओके, समटाइम आई टेक राइट, ओके. So these are different name. These are the different name of semaphore. But this is the what is the definition? According to definition, this is our definition. ठीक है, यहाँ पर हम एग्जाम्पल के लिए लिए एस. एस आपका एक इंस्टेंट है, ठीक है. नाउ दिस एस कैन बी नेम एज म्यूटेक्स, दिस एस कैन बी नेम एज राइट, दिस एस कैन बी नेम एज पी. Anything you can write. Is it clear now what I'm trying to explain?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Okay, so to solve this problem, so what we are considering now, I'm taking, this is the standard solution, okay, standard definition of semaphore. So to solve this problem, so we are going to take two semaphores here. One is right and second one is mutex. Okay. So let us solve this problem. Okay. Let me try. Yeah. Now this is the code for the reader process. Okay, this is the code, C programming code for the reader process. If some process is reading, okay, अगर कोई process reader है, तो reader process का code आपका जो है इस तरह से रहेगा. Okay, so first of all, I am taking a variable. Okay, well, again I am taking static variable because I will not going to initialize again and again. That is the reason we have taken this read count. Okay, read count basically क्या करेगा आपका? This read count is going to count number of reader process. Okay, in a system, how many number of reader process are available? And remember, this should be static. Every time we should not initialize again and again. ठीक है, हमेशा इसको इनिशियलाइज नहीं करेंगे हम लोग, एक बार ही इसको इनिशियलाइज करेंगे, इसलिए हम लोग इसको स्टैटिक लिए हैं. Is it clear what is the read count here? Read count will be counting number of reader process in your system. Okay, so let me take initially आपका let me write read count. Okay, read count is there. Initially it is 0. Now there is two semaphores we are using. Mutex. Okay, now it is initialized to 1 and other one is right. It is initialized to 1. ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले क्या कर रहा है वो? Now I am calling weight of mutex. So if I call weight of mutex, okay, if I what I am doing, I am calling weight of mutex. Okay, so if I call weight of mutex, what it will check? I will check while. Now पहले क्या check करेगा वो? Now I am calling the wait function, so it will check while the mutex is less than equal to 0. क्या वो suppose एक first reader आ रहा है, तो suppose I am saying first reader is executing R1. Okay, सबसे पहले read count equal to 0 किए, फिर हम लोग weight of mutex को कॉल कर रहे हैं. mutex का वैल्यू चेक करेंगे. हम लोग क्या करेंगे, सबसे पहले हम लोग ये कंडीशन चेक करेंगे क्योंकि weight का फंक्शन क्या था. We have to check this condition while mutex is less than equal to 0. Is it true or false? This condition. What is the mutex value? Mutex value is 1. And this condition is false. If this condition is false, what will happen? Should we stay here or move forward? Yes, should be the R1. Will we stay here, move forward?
Sir, move forward.
Move forward because this condition is false. If this condition is false, it will be move forward. Okay, and while moving forward, what we have to do, what the process R1 will be do, it will decrement the value of mutex. Now it will make it is as 0. Okay, as 0. ठीक है, क्या कर रहा है वो? As वो 0 कर रहा है. Fine. Then I will increment the read count. Read count equal to 1. So why I am making it 0? That means अगर अब हम writer process का code देखेंगे, if you see the writer process code, if one reader, now tell me, if one reader is inside the data set, can I allow a writer? Can I allow a writer?
No, sir.
If one reader is inside a data set, can I allow a writer? No, we cannot allow this one. Case number 2, क्या था? If one reader is inside a data set, I cannot going to allow this one. So what will happen? Now I will making it 0 means if a writer will try to access this one. If a writer want to access this one, what will happen? Now this condition will be true for the what? For the writer, this will be true. Writer के क्या होगा? ये true हो जाएगा क्योंकि mutex का value भी क्या है? 0 है. If it is 0, the writer value will be true here. Now writer will be stay here. So I will show you the code of writer. Okay, that will get clearly. So what will happen? Reader आता है तब mutex का value क्या करेगा वो 0 करके वो read count को बढ़ा देगा. That means one reader is inside that one. Okay. Now this is very vital here. This is very vital condition here. If read count equal to 1, okay, if read count equal to 1, that means if it is very fast reader, okay, if it is very fast reader, what I have to ensure that no other writer can be allowed. So what I have to do, very fast reader, if it is very fast reader, then I have to ensure that, okay, I have to ensure that any other writers will not be allowed inside the data set. So what I am doing, I am calling this weight of write. So if I call weight of write, what will happen? In this condition, this is false. So when I will check weight of write, it will be while while write is less than equal to 0. Now this condition is false because it is 1. Okay. Now it will false. That means it will just what is doing? It will just blocking this one. So it will I will make it as 0 because it will be decrement the value of write. Write equal to write minus 1. Write equal to write minus 1. So what I am ensuring, if any one reader is there, now there may be a case. Okay, there may be a case. पहला reader आया, फिर दूसरा reader आया, suppose तीसरा writer आया. Okay, so can I allow this writer? No. Suppose one more reader is coming. Can I allow? Yes. We can allow any number of readers. We can allow any number of readers, but I cannot allow a writer. So whose responsibility is to ensure that the very first reader which is entered, the very first reader which is entered to a system, he must ensure that no other writer can be entered to your system. So this is the code here. This is the code, okay, which ensures if read equal to 1, read count. That means if one reader is there, what I am doing, I am doing wait write का जो code है, write का जो mutex value था, write सीमांकों का value को 0 कर दे रहे हैं. ठीक है? And while coming out, what I am simply doing, mutex signal of mutex equal to 1. That means any number of readers can be accessed now. Any number of readers can be accessed now. But any reader, any writers cannot be accessed. Now you can see, suppose one reader again, suppose एक reader अभी आ गया, read count कितना है? 1 है. Suppose one more reader want to access, one more reader want to access. So again it will क्या करेगा? Again it will not go to initialize again because it is static. Again it will call mutex of this one, so it will be again 0. Okay. Now this condition is false. Now again it will be here. The read count value will be the mutex this will be 0 and the read count value will be 2 because this is my second reader. Okay. Now again I will check if read count equal to 1. No, read count is not equal to 1 because it's second reader. So it simply we will ignore this step because this is already blocked. We are already blocked this writer part. Fine. So once it is going out, it will again what do? Signal of mutex equal to again 1. Fine. This is how any number of readers you can enter R1, next R2 भी जा सकता है, R3 भी जा सकता है. But if writer want to execute, now you can see the writer command here. If I show you the writer part, let me show you the writer part. Writer code. Okay, what writer is doing. Yeah. Now this is the code for the writer. So what the writer will do? First of all, it is called wait of write. Now whenever it is called wait of write, suppose writer is trying to access the system. So क्या call करेगा? Wait of write. What is the value of write here? Write का value क्या है यहाँ पर? 0 है. Write का value आपका 0 है. If it is 0, what will happen? The writer will be going to wait here. Okay, the writer will going to wait here. Fine. That means if one reader is inside the, if any one reader is inside the what? If it is inside the system, we cannot allow a single writer. Fine. So it will read the file. Okay, it will read the file. Now, suppose if the reader want to exit from the system, once suppose it is access the file. Okay, if it is want to exist for the system, first of all, what we have to do again? We have to call wait of mutex. Okay, so again I will call this weight of mutex function. Okay, that means again it will be decremented to 0. Fine. Again read count का value क्या होगा? Again read count का value आपका decrement होगा. Because at any instant of time, why we are always making this mutex 0 and 1? Because at any instant of time, two readers simultaneously cannot exit or two readers simultaneously cannot enter. Okay? That is the reason of using this mutex. Okay, mutex variable. Fine. Now, interesting thing is if this is the last reader. Okay, suppose this is R5 is my last reader. That means in my system, R5 is the last reader. That means after executing this R file, what will happen? The critical section or file may be ideal. So can I allow different writer to access this one now? Yes, I have to allow. That is the job of a last reader. What the last reader will do? He has to ensure that now this last reader have to ensure that what he have to ensure such that after leaving this last reader from the system, the writer files can be allowed. So what we are doing, if read count equal to 0, now you can see I'm calling signal of mutex. Okay. Okay, what we are doing, if read count equal to 0, then we are calling signal of mutex function. Then that means we are implementing the mutex function. Singular mutex means we are implementing this mutex function and just coming out of it. Yes, just coming out of it. Now, if read count equal to 0, okay, now we're decrementing, read count equal to 0. So we have to perform this one. That means signal of write. So I have to make this write mutex on write semaphore value to 1. So I have to make sure that if this is my last reader, if this is my last reader, then read count will be 0. That means there are no more reader inside the what? Inside the system. So I have to allow writers. So that is that I have to make this is 1. And finally coming out, then again I have to make mutex value equal to 1. Fine. So this is the process. This is the code for the reader part, how reader is performing. Okay, you have to ensure two things. If it is the first reader, I have to ensure that others writer cannot be allowed. If it is the first reader, then other writers cannot be allowed. Now, second thing you have to ensure that in this case, if it is my last reader in my system, okay, once accessing करने के बाद ये अगर मेरा last reader है system में, then I have to ensure that after leaving the system, okay, other writers should be allowed. Now this part of the code is very important because it is allowing the system to enter, okay, other writers to enter into the system. Similarly, this part of code is also important because this is ensuring that other writers are not allowed. Fine, I hope the code for the reader and writer is clear. Yes, now if it is clear,